When we're open and we're alive and we're awake and we're aware and we're conscious and we're seeing everything that is within us as the truth of all things, then we can know that this space within us is opening and it's alive and it's aware and it's conscious and it's free. The space within us is opening and it's alive and it's conscious and it's aware and it's free. We're opening, we're awake, we're alive, we're aware, we're free. We're feeling this energy awakening within us now. We're feeling the consciousness of this energy, the grace of this energy, the truth of this energy. We're feeling it being us, becoming us, serving us, knowing us, right? We are required only to know our own grace. We are required only to know our own peace. We are required only to feel this energy within us as the truth of all things. So again, we're referring to the Kundalini Shakti. We're referring to the Kundalini awakening. We're referring to the Kundalini that is within each and every one of us as the truth of all things. We're speaking to those beings who are not accepting the Kundalini as the awakening of the divine consciousness within our beings. Those beings. We're speaking to Mooji. We are speaking to Mooji, and we are speaking to other beings who are not allowing the Kundalini energy to be the divine source of grace that she is, always has been, and always will be. We are awakening to that grace within our beings now. We are feeling that grace within us now, and we are accepting that grace as the truth about our own beings. Why are we speaking out about this? Why are we saying this? Why are we feeling this within our being and knowing that this needs to be said in the world, in the consciousness, in the grace, in the truth of everything around us now? We see that each and every being is awakening now. Each and every being is feeling this consciousness arising within them now. Each and every being is knowing that this consciousness is awake and aware within their own truth now. And so we need to see it. We need to feel it. We need to accept it, and we need to experience it. And those who are afraid of that energy, those who are afraid of this awakening, those who are afraid of this essence becoming them as them in the truth of all things, are speaking less of it than it truly is and making it less aware of itself within our beings. So we accept it. We have to accept it. We have to accept it. We have to love it. We have to know it's here within us. We have to let it gracefully arise within our beings, consciously aware of everything that ever was, ever will be. So the Kundalini energy is accepting us into her as we are accepting the awakening of our divine essence coming to fruition now. There are too many words being spoken about the Kundalini as not who she truly is. We need this Kundalini awakening. We need this divine grace within our beings. We need this feeling of ecstasy, right? Romance within our own self, the romance of our own self. We bring this into fruition. We bring this into all things that are divine, loving, peaceful, and free. We bring this into our consciousness now. We bring this into our energy now. What is the mind? What is the mind? What is the mind? When Mooji speaks of the mind, what is the mind? The mind, the mind, the mind. What can the mind be? If we see the mind as the truth and the peace and the consciousness of all things, isn't the mind the ecstasy of the divine grace of the truth within our own beings? Why does the mind have to be anything separate from who we truly are on this earth plane? Why can't the mind just be? Why can't the mind just be the consciousness, the energy, the grace, and the truth of all things? Why can't the mind be consciousness, grace, truth, energy, peace, love now? How about we let the mind be the truth of everything that ever was and ever will be? How about we let the mind become the energy of grace, of truth, of consciousness, and of aliveness now? The Kundalini energy arises into the face of divinity. She arises into the face of truth. She arises into the face of divinity. That's why we become great. That's why we become the truth of who we are. That's why we become everything that we've ever been and ever will be. So when we start denying this energy that is awakening now within us, what happens? What happens when we deny the energy that is awakening within us? So we see the energy, we feel the energy. We recognize that the consciousness of all things is awakening within our being, and it's becoming truth, and it's becoming peace, and it's becoming love right now, right here in this energy of grace. And as we recognize this awakening within our being, what if someone says to us, no, it's not real? It's not real. Ignore that. We must go beyond that. We must go beyond that into what? What are we going into? Because the Kundalini is everything that ever was and ever will be. She is bringing us to that place of grace. She is bringing us to that place of truth. She is bringing us to that place of divine understanding of our true self and all things kind, conscious, loving, and free. This is the truth. This is the awakening. This is the divinity. This is the knowingness within your being. If you access that consciousness within you right now, if you just feel it within you right now, just take a moment and feel it. Feel the grace that we're speaking of. Feel the awakening that we're speaking of. Feel the consciousness that is arising within you now. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel it awakening within you. Feel it becoming you. Feel it knowing you. Feel it accessing you, the consciousness of your own being. There is no separation between anything and anyone on this earth plane. When we start separating things like the mind out of our own beingness, that separates us out from our own consciousness, from our own grace, from our own truth, and from our own divinity. We are all that. We are everything that ever was and ever will be. Right? The consciousness of everything, the truth of everything comes down to one little essence, which is our truth, which is our grace, which is our divinity. And everything is that essence. Everything is that truth. Everything becomes that essence and everything becomes that truth. And as this Kundalini awakens within our being, we feel her grace arising within us and we consciously know that she is us. And we are her. And everything is one in this consciousness of grace. What else is there? There is nothing else. That's when we become divine. That's when we become the truth of our being. That's when we see. That's when we see. That's when we see. Yes, we can see everything. We can see behind it. We can see in front of it. We can see above it. And we can see below it. Everything is revealed in that moment. Absolutely everything is revealed in that moment. And we see it all in that one space of peace, right in that moment. And yes, the Kundalini is what brings us to that moment. The Kundalini is what allows us to feel that moment, to see that moment, to experience that moment, and to know that moment. And as we allow her to access us within the truth of our being right now, right here, we're allowing that grace to arise within our being. And we see it, we feel it, and we acknowledge it. We acknowledge it. We acknowledge her. We acknowledge you, my divine Kundalini love within my being. The consciousness of grace is arising within me. It's awakening within me. It's feeling me. It's becoming me. It's being me. We are blessing the consciousness of our own truth right now as we accept her energy within our being, as we accept the grace of the truth of the consciousness of all things within us now. The mental concept is what keeps us away from the Kundalini energy, and the mental concept is what keeps us away from our own truth, from our own divinity, from our own peace. Don't you see? It's not the mind, it's the mental conceptualization of the mind. Do you see the difference? It's not the mind, it's the mental conceptualization of the mind. The more we look at the mind as a problem, as a disturbance, the more it keeps us away from the truth of our own being. Why don't we just let it be the truth and the consciousness and the love of what it is, ever has been, and ever will be? The mind is the consciousness. The mind is the grace. The mind is the truth. The mind is the peace. Can you allow it to be? Can you allow yourself to see that? Can you allow the divinity of all things to awaken within you right now in the consciousness of all things? Allow this Kundalini energy to dress you, to know you, to feel you, to experience you. She is your love. She is your divine beloved within your own being. And we are seeking that grace, and we are seeking that truth, and we are seeking that divinity. We cannot escape it. Don't you see? We cannot escape it. It is the very essence of our being. We cannot escape it. So it's like denying the birth of your own child, isn't it? It's like denying the birth of your own child. So what is the child wanting from you? It's wanting love. It's wanting comfort, right? It wants all of these things that a child wants when a child is born into this earth plane. What if we deny it? What if we give it not? Then we have the death of this baby, don't we? We have the death of this thing, but it will come back. It will come back. It will come back. It will come back until it's received. It will come back until it's received. And this energy of the Kundalini, she will come back until she is received. Don't you see? Until she is received fully, effortlessly, joyfully within our own being. Do you want to experience the romance of yourself, the romance of your truth, the romance of your soul? Yes, within your being, feel that energy of grace expanding within you and becoming the consciousness of all things. We cannot be separated from the mind, from the ego, from any energy within us or outside of us. It's all one. It's all one grace. It's all one truth. It's all one peace. Yes, we are feeling that. We are knowing that. We are experiencing that. It is the grace. It is the bliss. It is the truth of divinity within our own being. Why not feel that? Why not experience that? Why not become that? Why not know that now? So why not tap into your own truth, to your own divinity, and to your own peace? I'm not telling you something that is not already within your own being. I'm asking you to go within and find what's already there. Find what you already know. Find what you have already had an experience of, right? Tap into it. Know it. Feel it. Feel what's already there. Feel what's already happening. Feel what's already being experienced, right? Stop denying it because someone outside of you is telling you something else, right? Stop denying it because someone outside of you is telling you something else. What about the Kundalini, Mooji? What about the Kundalini? What about the Kundalini, Mooji? What about the Kundalini? That's what people ask him. And what does he say? Oh, let the snake sleep, right? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He doesn't even know what he's speaking of. This snake, this Kundalini energy, this divine essence of love that resides within us as the truth of all things is our very beingness. It is our very truth. It is our very essence. It is our very core. Establish that within yourself. Know that within yourself. Feel that within yourself. Experience that within yourself. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Don't let someone else tell you who you are, what you are, where you are, and how you are. You know the truth of your own being. Go into your being and know the truth of your own being. All I'm asking you is to go in and feel what's already there. Feel the essence of your own truth. Feel the essence of your own peace. Feel the essence of your own divinity. All I'm asking you to do is feel the essence of you as you in the truth of your own being. You already know it. You already know that it's there. That's the thing. You already know that it's there. You've already felt it. You've already heard it. You've already spoken it within you. But don't deny the energy of your own truth, of your own self, of your own beingness. So let's take a moment and go inside. I want you to feel the truth of you, not what someone else has told you, not what I have told you. I want you to feel the truth of you as it stands inside of your being. What is the truth of you inside of your being? Go to the very heart, the very soul, the very core of your essence. We're wiping away all masks, all facades, all egos, all genders. We're wiping away all teachings. We are going to the very truth of our being. Marakurun. When we go to the truth of our being, what is being said, what is being heard, what is being felt, and what is being experienced. Noto. The divine awakening of the Kundalini is the essence of all things. It is the truth of our own beingness. Feel it and experience it within you now. Kurudanaka. Ar dadani adakale yatakurusha takaranatso. Ham hara yatakarutan ariatakurusha vakaranaso. He haradakaranakara yatakarule matata aridika potosiana karete. So we say to all those people who are asking, what about the energy? What about this Kundalini energy? I had an awakening. I felt it. I experienced it. It was real. It was knowing. It was the essence of me. Yes, go with that. Feel that. Experience that. It's who you truly are. Don't let anyone else dissuade you from the truth of your own beingness. Don't let anyone else dissuade you from the truth of your own self. Don't let anyone else dissuade you from what you are experiencing, what you are being within the very essence of your soul. The kindness of you knows your truth. The kindness of you knows your love. The kindness of you feels you. Feels you, yes. Have that divine romance within your own being. The divine romance of God's grace coming through you, in you, and around you. Have that divine romance above you and below you, through you, within you. Have that divine romance within your being. Feel it. Feel it. Tonatarite. Feel the romantic gesture of this energy of grace coming through you now. Kurutanakariyata. Feel it and know it. We are here to be that, my love. We are here to be that. But I'm asking you to know that within yourself. I'm asking you to experience that within yourself. I'm asking you to explore and expose the essence of the very truth of your beingness. I'm asking you to not listen to anyone else about the truth of your being, including me. I'm asking you to explore the very depth of your soul, the very depth of your beingness. I'm asking you to see within you. I'm asking you to feel within you. I'm asking you to know within you what you are, who you are, where you are, and how you are. Explore, feel, experience. Where are we now? Where are we going? What are we experiencing? Feel it. An experience is valid because it takes us into the experience of God's grace, of God's truth, of God's energy, and of God's peace. And in that place, there is nothing but essential grace within our being. And that, my love, is what you are seeking. The essential grace of all things that resides within you as the truth of all things is where we are, what we are, how we are, and why we are. Feel it, know it, and experience it. And hear these words as the essence of your own truth. Hear these words as the essence of your own grace. Hear these words as the essence that knows you, that feels you, that speaks through you. Ma'arete. Mishtai no kurutan hareti oroko. Ishevata no kurutan habata. Kundalini Shakti is my essence, is my grace, is my truth, is my peace. Kundalini Shakti is awakening within me as the truth of all things. The serpent power of grace, the divine energy of love. We may use any name we wish to speak of these things. But the Kundalini Shakti is what we were referring to, because it's the words that are being used by those who are denying this grace. Kurutsana kareto, Ishevakara kareto, kurutana kareto tarato, Shevakora kareto karashavakaramoto. So the time is now to awaken to this energy. The time is now to become this energy. The time is now to allow all of us to feel it, to see it, to know it, and to experience it, because this is where the ultimate oneness of everything that ever was and ever will be is. It is in this grace. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Divine grace, divine truth, divine peace, divine awakening within your being now. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Let the grace of energy of God's grace awakening within you now. God's love, God's love. I love you, I love you, I love you. It is the grace of all things. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, feel it, I love you, I feel it, I feel it, I love you, I love you, I love you. God's grace awakening within you. I love you, I love you. God is grace, God is love, God is truth, God is divinity, God's love, God's grace, God's peace. We are now, we are one, we are conscious, we are aware. We are alive, we are feeling it, we are awakening, we are experiencing it. Tonayata, Jabotadaniata Karatana Kalia Sasaria Tokurushavanaka, Imana Kalia Totaria Takarusania Takarapatanaya Tokurushavakru. Feel it within your own being, experience it within your own being, know it within your own being. The truth of everything resides within you as the truth of all things. We are encouraging you to go within yourself to find the truth within your own being. That's what we are encouraging you to do, to go in within yourself, within your own self, and find the truth within your own being. We are encouraging you to go within your own self, find the truth within your own being. The things that other people are saying are their energy. It's not yours. It's not yours. It's not yours. Feel it within you. Experience there it is within you. Know it within you, and feel the oneness and the grace and the truth that is within us now. We are one energy. We are one grace. We are one truth. We are one peace. Ar an orite kemiata. Evasasan harete karitana kaliyata kuru. Ishavakarana kariyata. The energy wants to awaken within you. The energy wants to see you. She wants to feel you. She wants to know you. She wants to experience you. That is us. We are that. We are one grace, we are one love, we are one truth, we are one peace, we are one divinity. Shava Kuruna Kariyata Kurushata Karamasuto, Ishavakarana Kariyata Kurushata Karana Kaliyata, Ishavakarana Kariyata Kurushata Karan Hariyata, Ishtakarana Kaliya Patana Karata Rieke, Ishavashava Shiva Karumatasariyata Kurutanaka. We see the energy of the grace of the truth of our own beingness rising up to the energy of the consciousness of all things. That's where we meet, that's where we graduate, that's where we feel. That's where we experience, that's where we're united with our own peace, with our own grace, with our own truth, with our own divinity and our own soul. It's all God's grace, it's all God's love. God's love, God's love, God's love, God's truth, God's love, God's truth, God's love. Love, 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 love. You know that the love within you is the grace of all things. You know that the love within you wants to be felt and experienced in everything you are doing. You know that the love within you is why you're here, what you're here to do, what you're here to feel, and what you're here to experience. I love you. I love you. I love you. I Love you, love you. I love you, love, love. That's it, love. Love, that's it, love, love, love. Love, 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 Gyarana. Neridene ovopakarani sare. Yuvadana kaliotare te karasasani avasare de Imona de alia pototania de karasasari tokuritani avasiara. Ishevekanianale, Urutana kali sutotarana kaliototare de Ishevakarana haleota. Love, 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 graciousness, kindness, love. Love, graciousness, love is all there is, ever has been, and never will be. Kamato. Barite. Masania. Love is us, love is you, love is me, love is one. Love is kindness, love is love, 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 love. Komasare. Let the love of consciousness awaken within you now, spontaneously becoming who you already are. You always have been. There you go. You know the truth. 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 This is your truth. Koranake, narete, evoto, shanaka, moto, dare, ataya. Okay. Masiato karana kariata. I love you. I love you. I love you. Korona kariata. Hamata. Hirana.